Have you ever wondered about the life of a kingfisher? In the grand tapestry of nature there exists a vibrant thread, a creature of exceptional beauty and skill. The kingfisher. Known to some as the jewel of the waterways, this fascinating bird species is a spectacle of nature's artistry. Its distinct characteristics and behaviors captivate our imagination and invite us to explore its world. The kingfisher is a paragon of vibrant coloration. It sports a dazzling blue-green plumage that shimmers in the sunlight, a radiant spectacle that only nature could conjure. Its bright orange underparts add a striking contrast, making it one of the most easily recognizable birds in the world. But it's not just their aesthetics that make kingfishers stand out. Their unique hunting skills are equally intriguing. Imagine you're a fish, swimming in the clear, cool waters of a river. You see a flash of blue and orange, and before you can even register what's happening, you're snatched out of your world. This is the kingfisher's modus operandi. With eyes like precision-guided binoculars, they can spot their prey from high above the water surface, dive like a torpedo, and snatch their unsuspecting meal in a split second. But life as a kingfisher isn't all about the thrill of the hunt. It's also a story of survival, a narrative of adaptation and resilience. These birds face numerous threats throughout their lives, from habitat loss to climate change, yet they continue to thrive, demonstrating the indomitable spirit of nature. So what makes a kingfisher a kingfisher? Is it their vivid colors, their extraordinary hunting skills, or their resilience in the face of adversity? Perhaps it's a combination of all these elements, a unique blend that makes them one of the most fascinating creatures on our planet. Let's dive into the captivating life cycle of a kingfisher, shall we? With each stage of their life, from birth to adulthood, kingfishers continue to inspire and intrigue us. Their life is a testament to the beauty and resilience of nature, a story that we're just beginning to understand. Our journey begins in a snug little nest, hidden from prying eyes. Here, in this cozy sanctuary, the story of a kingfisher's life unfolds. It starts with the female laying her precious eggs, usually 5 to 7 in number, each one a small miracle waiting to happen. The egg-laying process is a delicate affair, with the female carefully depositing her eggs in the secluded nest, typically dug into a riverbank. The nest, often a meter deep, provides the perfect shelter from the elements and predators alike. It's a labor of love, with both parents taking turns to excavate, using their strong, pointed beaks as efficient digging tools. Once the eggs are laid, the incubation period begins. For approximately 2 to 3 weeks, the parents take turns keeping the eggs warm and protected. The male and female share this responsibility equally, a testament to the strong bond they share. Finally, after weeks of patient waiting and careful nurturing, the chicks crack the eggshells and emerge into their new world. These tiny creatures, blind and featherless, are entirely dependent on their parents for survival. The adult kingfishers bring a steady supply of small fish, insects, and aquatic invertebrates to feed their hungry brood. Over the following weeks, the chicks undergo a remarkable transformation. They grow feathers, their eyes open, and they begin to resemble their parents more each day. During this period, the nest becomes a training ground. Here, under the watchful eyes of their parents, the chicks learn the skills they'll need to survive. As the chicks grow, they become less dependent on their parents for food and more curious about the world beyond the nest. Their wings strengthen, their flight feathers fully develop, and their instincts urge them to explore their surroundings. Soon, the fledglings are ready to spread their wings and venture out into the world. The nest, once a safe haven, now becomes a launch pad, from where they take their first flight into the wide, wonderful world of the kingfisher. As the young kingfishers grow, they are introduced to the art of survival. This initiation into adulthood is a key phase in their life. It's during this time that the fledglings learn the ins and outs of hunting, a critical skill for their survival. Learning to hunt for the kingfishers is not about being the fastest or the strongest. It's more about precision, timing, and a unique technique that sets them apart from other avian species. The parents play an instrumental role in teaching their young ones this art. This involves demonstrating how to hover above the water, spot a potential meal, and execute a swift, vertical dive to snatch up their prey. This diving technique is truly a spectacle to behold. The kingfisher, with its keen eyes, spots a fish or a small invertebrate from its perch, or while hovering. In a flash, it folds its wings and plunges into the water, often disappearing completely beneath the surface. Then, with a small wriggling creature in its beak, it bursts back into the air, shaking off droplets of water as it ascends. The diet of these birds is primarily fish and small invertebrates. However, They have been known to indulge in amphibians and insects when the opportunity presents itself. Their specialized long, sharp beaks are perfect for catching and holding on to slippery prey. They usually return to their perch to stun their catch by beating it against the branch before swallowing it head first. This learning phase is not without its trials and tribulations. The young kingfishers often miss their target or lose their catch while flying back to their perch. But with each attempt, they improve, honing their skills, refining their technique, and increasing their success rate. With time and practice, these young ones master the art of hunting and prepare for their solitary life ahead. For the kingfishers, learning to hunt is not just about securing their next meal. It's about survival, independence, and the continuation of their species. Life in the wild is not without its challenges and threats. This certainly holds true for the vibrant kingfishers as they navigate their way through the trials and tribulations of their natural environment. Kingfishers, with their dazzling colors and swift flight, may seem invincible, but they too face their fair share of threats. Predators are a constant concern. Larger birds such as hawks and eagles are known to prey on these smaller birds. Even mammals like weasels and foxes pose a threat to kingfishers, particularly to eggs and fledglings in their nests. But predation is just the tip of the iceberg. Kingfishers are, in essence, fish eaters, and their survival is intricately linked to the health and vitality of their aquatic habitats. Changes in these habitats, due to pollution or other environmental factors, can significantly impact their food source. A decline in fish population can lead to malnutrition and starvation, affecting the overall health and breeding success of the kingfishers. Now, let's touch upon a pressing issue: habitat destruction. As human activities expand into the natural world, kingfishers are losing their homes. Deforestation, construction of dams, and draining of wetlands are all contributing to the loss of suitable nesting and feeding grounds for these birds. This loss of habitat is causing a significant decline in kingfisher populations worldwide. Climate change, too, is a looming threat. Rising temperatures and unpredictable weather patterns can disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems. This can result in changes in fish distribution and availability, further complicating the kingfisher's survival. But it's not all doom and gloom. Kingfishers are a resilient lot. They have shown an incredible ability to adapt to changing environments, shifting their diets and modifying their hunting techniques as needed. They have been observed nesting in man-made structures and have even been spotted hunting in urban water bodies. Despite these challenges, kingfishers continue to thrive, thanks to their resilience and adaptability. Their journey is a testament to the power of nature and the indomitable spirit of life. It serves as a reminder of our role in preserving this dynamism, for the survival of kingfishers and all species on our shared planet. Now that you know about the life of a kingfisher, wouldn't you love to spot one? Indeed, the thrill of spotting a kingfisher in its natural habitat is an experience like none other. So where can one find these vibrant birds? Kingfishers are typically found near bodies of water like rivers, lakes, and estuaries. They favor locations with plenty of perches from which they can spot and swoop down on their prey. So keep an eye out for these colorful birds on tree branches or other high spots near water bodies. Now, spotting a kingfisher is not just about the visual hunt, it's also about the soundscape. Kingfishers have a distinctive call, a sharp, shrill whistle that often betrays their presence before they are seen. So tune your ears to this distinctive sound when you are out in the field. But remember, birdwatching is a game of patience and quietness. Kingfishers are shy creatures, easily scared off by loud noises or sudden movements. When you're out looking for them, tread lightly, speak softly, and move slowly. You might spend hours waiting for a kingfisher to appear, but don't let that discourage you. The wait will be worth it when you finally spot that flash of blue and orange darting across the water's surface. And here's a little tip. Kingfishers are creatures of habit. Once you've spotted one, there's a good chance you'll see it again in the same spot. So, make a mental note of the location and the time of day. A final word of advice: bring a pair of binoculars. Kingfishers can be quite small and their vibrant plumage is best appreciated up close. So, are you ready to spot a kingfisher? Remember these tips. Look near water bodies, listen for their distinctive call, be patient and quiet, and don't forget those binoculars. With these tips in hand, you are all set to embark on your kingfisher spotting adventure. The life of a kingfisher is indeed a fascinating tale of survival and adaptation. These vibrant birds are the epitome of strength and resilience. From hatching to adulthood, kingfishers battle for existence in a demanding world. Nurtured and taught by their parents, they swiftly adapt to changing environments, becoming self-reliant birds. A core part of their growing up is learning to hunt, which is pivotal for survival. They hone skills like diving, catching prey, and navigation under their parents' guidance. Making the most of their surroundings, kingfishers feed on a wide variety of food and live in habitats across the world. But life isn't always smooth sailing for these birds. They combat threats like habitat destruction, changing climates, and human disturbances. Despite these hurdles, they continue to prosper, exhibiting an awe-inspiring tale of survival and resilience. They echo nature's tenacity and power to overcome adversities. Birdwatchers keen on spotting these birds need patience and a keen eye for their unique features. Observe their vivid hues, listen for their distinctive calls, and watch their characteristic hunting style. Next time you spot a kingfisher, remember you're witnessing a remarkable story of survival and resilience in the wild.